Hello, 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 Facebook world. My name is Lindsay Dam, and it is lovely to be here with you on my personal page. I rarely do lives on my personal page, and it feels refreshing. I'm here for it. So, for those of you who know me, please say hello. I love you. We are friends if we're connected. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Lindsay Dam. I help high achieving women expand their income ceiling by recalibrating the nervous system that governs success. We do a lot of reprogramming, we do a lot of unconscious work, we do a lot of energy work, and ultimately, what we do is we change the law that you have within yourself about what you are available for, about what you are capable of, about what you're allowed to have, because all of those laws are written and held in your unconscious. So today I want to talk about one of the biggest lies that I see women saying, well, men too, and I do work with men, but most of my clients are women. So I hear a lot of times people saying something like, I really want to make a lot of money. I want to make 100 grand a year. I want to make 100 grand a month. And then when we get deep down, there's this crippling feeling inside where they admit to themselves, but what if I don't deserve it? What if somehow I was so bad in this lifetime or in a past life that I don't deserve it? Or if we're not even talking about business, relationships. Have you ever been in a relationship where you're like, gosh, I just don't feel like I deserve this person? So I want to talk about this deserving word. And if you are popping on live, if you are resonating with this, if you have ever felt that within yourself, I'm going to pull this up on my computer here because Facebook doesn't show me comments or anything. And I would like to connect with you if you are on here. Okay. So if you have ever felt that you don't deserve someone or something, let me know in the comments because this conversation is for you. And I know that for 99% of you, this is even if you are not going to let me know. Now, I want to break this down for you. So if we look at the word deserve, hi, deserve. What I want to do is I'm a visual learner, so hopefully this helps for you. Break it apart into two words, to deserve. Now, for some reason along the way, the word to deserve something means to be entitled of something, right? And this is such a lie because if you look at any other word that has the D in front of it in this country right now, there's a lot of talk about defunding certain aspects of policy or the government, to defund, to deconstruct. The word to de means to take away. Yes. So when we're talking about, I'm going to put this up so you can see it, to deconstruct means to take down, to tear apart. To defund means to withhold money from something or from someone, right? To defund, I am no longer going to fund this project or this whatever, this branch of the government, defunding ICE. In this country, there was just a big legislation on that to destabilize. Yes, thank you, Sav. So for deserving, break this apart. To deserve means to take away service. So when you are saying, I don't deserve to have this kind of love that I've always wanted. I hear a lot of my clients say this. I don't deserve to have a loving, mutually beneficial relationship with someone who's not a fucking narcissist, right? I don't deserve to have quote unquote it all. I don't deserve to make $1 million a year. I don't deserve to have the house that I want. I don't deserve to have the car that I want. I don't deserve. When you are saying this now, T T T T T T. Do you like my little dry erase board? I do. I just found it as I was unpacking boxes this weekend from our move. Okay, so now when you are using to say I don't, I'm going to keep this broken up, deserve, I don't deserve, you're using two negatives, which means when you're saying I don't deserve, you are saying I serve. You are unconsciously programming yourself to be a fucking slave. Okay? So when you're saying I don't deserve, what you are actually saying is I serve. Money, this relationship, and this is all coming from unhealthy attachment. Okay? So I serve money. You want sovereignty. You don't want to be enslaved by money. When you're like, I don't deserve to make 100 grand a month. I don't deserve to make 10 grand a month. I don't deserve to sign high ticket clients at my new higher price points. No one's ever going to pay that. When you're saying this stuff to yourself, what you're actually saying is I am enslaving myself. I know this is good, Savitri. I know this is good. This is the conversation I've been having with my private clients, and I have been very eager to come on and have this conversation with all of you. You are enslaving yourself to money. What is that going to do? Or if you're saying, I don't deserve this person who's so amazing, well, obviously you're in a fucking insecure attachment space. And if it's in a romantic relationship, oh my gosh, this person's just too good for me. I don't deserve them. What you're actually saying is I am enslaving myself so that this person will hopefully choose me. Okay. And you are actually choosing to either put yourself in a very unhealthy relationship, in which case, you might just continue to be mentally, emotionally, financially, hopefully not physically, but maybe physically or sexually abused in whatever this romantic relationship is. Think about when you're like, I don't deserve to make 50 grand a month. I don't deserve to make 100 grand a month. I don't deserve to make $1 million whatever. You're literally enslaving yourself to money. And when you enslave yourself to money, what happens? It just keeps itself at bay. It doesn't need to show up for you. You're like, you're a fucking creep. Don't be a creep to money. Don't be a creep to your business. Don't be a creep to your potential clients. And when you have this unconscious belief going out, or this story, it is very unconscious for most people until we start getting to the root. When I'm in my private sessions with my clients, they're like, oh my God, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this promotion. I don't deserve this job. I don't deserve this level of income. I don't deserve this level of impact. I don't, whatever it is for you, whether you work for yourself or whether you work for a company, no matter what, when you have this unconscious dialogue going on, you are keeping yourself enslaved to whatever this thing is. Okay. Now, my clients, we like to talk about money. We like to talk about business. We like to talk about freedom. We like to talk about relationships, because guess what? Everything is energy. Everything is energy. And when you have this, now this is all quantum physics, by the way, too. This is not just woo-woo spiritual stuff. This is what Einstein talked about all the time. So a big part of my work is using science-based manifestation to help people create much better results for themselves while having, guess what? A much happier and more fulfilling life experience. Because what's the point otherwise, right? If you're just stressing out all the time, that's not the point. That's not fun. And if you are keeping yourself in service, in slavery, hi, Alyssa, hello, gorgeous. When you're keeping yourself in service, because when you're saying, I don't deserve, you're saying, I do not deserve. I basically taking away all that, and you're like, I serve money. I serve this person, right? You're keeping yourself enslaved Don't do that. So what is the opposite? How do we free ourselves now? I'm not just going to leave you there, and hopefully you're having some big breakthroughs on how you might be unconsciously utilizing this programming. I don't know where this started. I actually want to do some research on the history of the word deserve, because literally to deserve, right? To take away, to deserve money, which means actually money is going to be taken away from you. You don't deserve this relationship. Well, guess what? That relationship's going to be taken away from you. You're keeping yourself in an unhealthy attachment, and it will always just go away from you. That's it, right? I don't deserve my desires. I don't deserve what I want, right? That means what you want is going to be taken away or not even come to you. It's going to be held at bay to you until what is the opposite of deserve? What is the opposite of deserve? To re-serve. To re-serve. I reserve the right and the ability and the capability to make as much money as I want. I reserve the ability to have this and the right, my birthright, to have an amazing, fulfilling, mutually respectful, beneficial relationship. Well, Alyssa, you're going to want to go back and watch the beginning of this, because you're saying once I decided I deserve everything I ever wanted, everything changed. Sure, yes, but if you break down the word deserve, it's deserve, to take away. And the entire meaning of deserve along the way has gotten all fucked up and skewed. And this keeps people in such a trap, right? So, but to reserve, I reserve myself. When you start putting energy into and devoting yourself to you, you are dictating by where you put your energy, you are dictating to the universe where to put its energy as well, or to the quantum field, the energy field. This is all quantum mechanics, people. Again, this is what Einstein talked about. So when you are putting energy into you, the universe will too. When you put your energy into you, the universe does too. The quantum field does too. So when you reserve yourself, guess what's going to flow in? I reserve money. When I reserve myself, the things you want, your desires come in. I reserve myself. When I reserve myself, the universe will too, because you are dictating where energy goes. So I work with a lot of moms. What do moms do? Self-sacrifice all the time, and then they have like nothing left for themselves. And then they're tired, and then they're cranky, and they're burnt out, and they're wondering why nothing's happening for them. But when you start putting energy into you, when you start reserving yourself, guess what? The universe will too. The quantum field will too. And I'm not talking about quantum leaps here. This is like literally just quantum mechanics. It's literally just science here. Okay? It's quantum physics. So when you again start feeding yourself good food, brain nutrition, right? Start being intentional with what you are feeding your mind, your body, your heart, your soul. All of a sudden, things that no longer align with that are going to go away from your energy field. And then the things that you want are going to actually start to come into you. More aligned clients, better pay, whether it's from clients, whether it's from a job, it doesn't matter. My clients are entrepreneurs and they work in corporate. Like miracles happen. Money just shows up because it doesn't matter if it's through the job or whatever. Like we have some amazing things. One of my clients just had the remaining $250,000 on his house that he owed for his house that he and his property forgiven. They were just like, yeah, all of a sudden you don't owe this money anymore. Here's the title to your house, right? Like stuff just happens, right? When you are serving yourself. Yesterday, one of my private clients, we were talking, and she is a teacher. And so, she's talking about like, oh my gosh, by the end of the day, she is exhausted and she just wants to go home and rot. But then also, like, that's not doing anything for her future self and who she's becoming, right? So, the question is, and we were having this conversation yesterday, was about like, okay, well, what if you reserve yourself? At the end of the day, you're working in an environment where you're serving students, you're serving the faculty, you're serving this whole program that you're a part of, which is a beautiful thing. So start reserving yourself, right? Eating better food instead of just getting whatever drive-through on the way home or whatever cheap, easy thing that you can throw in the microwave that's going to cause inflammation. Serve yourself. When you serve you, the universe does too. The quantum field does too. When you serve you and you start feeling better in here because you are giving back to yourself, everything else in your life is going to improve. I guarantee it. I absolutely guarantee it. And then you can start getting really specific with the little micro stories we were talking about earlier, right? So when you give back to you rather than enslaving yourself to something. Now, how many times have you been like, oh, I don't deserve this, da, 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 and then it just never came? Or maybe it did come in. Maybe you had this huge, amazing month in your business, and all of a sudden money came in more than you've ever had, and you're like, oh my God, I don't deserve this. Again, break it up. You're deserving. You're taking away, right? Stop taking away from yourself. Like you've been doing that for lifetimes, right? Start giving, start reserving yourself and start to see what happens. I guarantee if we never work together, if I never hear from you again, I guarantee if you start doing this, giving to yourself and giving to yourself in the way that you would when you already have what it is you want, right? When you already have the, multiple six-figure year income, when you already have, or the seven-figure year income or whatever it is, when you already have the relationship, when you would be giving to yourself, because the way you give to you, you are training everyone and everything how to treat you. The way you treat yourself, the way you give to yourself, you are teaching relationships how to treat you. You are teaching the universe how to treat you, God how to treat you. You are teaching clients how to treat you. All of this. Okay. So quit de-serving and start reserving, right? It hits different when you break it up. Hello, Jennifer Hunt, my gorgeous love. It's lovely to see you. Okay, so start reserving unto you. You will notice huge changes and huge differences. If this resonated with you, I encourage you to share this video or tag someone in here who you think would like this message. And if this really hit with you and you want to start changing the unconscious rules within yourself about what you're allowed to have in your life, if you're ready to expand your income ceiling without burnout, if you want to experience more success and success that doesn't equal chaos or stress, then reach out to me. I do have some one-on-one spaces open, and I would love to have a discussion and see if it's right for you. I love you. Thank you for tuning in for my little rant and rampage, and I will see you very soon.